You're watching Good Day Central Illinois on WYZZ.
Welcome back. It's time for In the Kitchen.
Whoop, whoop. That's right. This morning we are joined by OSF dietitian Ashley Simper to show us this delicious summer recipe. What have you got for us today?
We have a watermelon peach salsa.
Already sounds good.
Okay.
Have you guys had like a sweet fruit salsa before?
I had
Yes, peach.
apple.
Just straight peach?
salsa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apple salsa.
Ooh, yeah, that's good too. That'd be a good fall recipe.
Yeah.
So yes, this is a seasonal recipe. We're using both watermelon and peaches because they are still in season in Illinois.
Yes.
And we're gonna just combine some fruit, some tomatoes, and a little bit of a dressing. So I want Kyron to get started on the dressing for us.
Okay. What do we do first?
Okay, so this is kind of an odd ingredient, but my goal of this recipe was to make this no sugar added.
Okay.
So just
Alright.
natural sugars and fruit.
Yum.
Okay.
So you can start with that. Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. You're gonna squeeze both those limes in there, both those lime halves. I've already zested that lime. You can probably see the.
I was going to say, why does it look like that?
Yeah, and that's in that other little container over there. So if you have a zester, I zested the entire lime, and then you're going to use the juice of the entire lime as well. So that kind of provides. Oh, that was a fresh lime.
Alrighty. Did I get you? Just a little bit.
I think I got a little bit on me too.
That's okay. Let me see.
This is a little natural perfume for
got
the
enough
day
things
there.
on me for
It
today.
smells good though, so we're all good.
Yes, it does smell beautiful. All right, here we
Okay,
go.
so then the lime zest, you can just scoop that out with the spoon there. And that is a half of a jalapeno peppers that I chopped up really fine. Now, I find with jalapenos, sometimes they're hot and sometimes they're not. I scrape the skin or the seeds and the membranes out, so it's not that hot. But you can always add more. And then that is sugar-free strawberry jam.
Yum.
I've made this with apricot jam, but I can't find the sugar-free apricot jam. You can use grape, whatever you got. So you can whisk that together, and we'll move on to kind of the base of the salsa.
Okay,
So as I mentioned, watermelon and peaches. And a lot of people don't know how to buy a good watermelon or a good peach. And I will tell you that this is the key.
Smells good.
I know a lot of people do
yellow splotch.
Yeah, the creamy yellow spot. This means that it has been able to ripen in the sun.
Okay.
If it's all green or white, it probably is immature.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
Did not know
people
that. I
do
did not
use
know
the
that
thump test. All thumps sound the same to me. So, but you also want it to be heavy for its size. So I definitely have picked up 2 different ones in the store to see which one's heavier, and you can go for that. And then with the peaches, this is a really big peach.
I was going to say, that's a big boy.
Push your thumb in there. You see how it's a little bit of give? It's
got a little bit,
So you don't want to press too hard because they bruise, but both of these full of great plant compounds that help fight disease. We know that. So, all right. So we started with 2 cups of diced watermelon, cubed watermelon. You can go ahead and add, that's 1.5 cups of the diced peaches.
All right.
It's about 2 medium-sized peaches.
Okay.
And then tomatoes. You have to have salsa with tomatoes, right?
Of course.
So, and actually, I know someone that doesn't like tomatoes, and they tasted this and they're like, I really can't even taste the tomatoes.
I'm not really a big tomato person, so I see where they're coming from.
That is cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes.
So they're a little sweeter though too.
They are cherry ones. Okay, and then red onion. I think that's a half a cup of chopped red onion there, and then cilantro.
Cilantro, all right.
And 2
Cilantro
tablespoons
goes good with everything.
chopped cilantro.
Most things.
Yes.
I'll say not everything.
Most things.
So mix that up, and then Kyron, you can go ahead and pour that dressing on there.
Making a little bit of a mess. That's okay. It's salsa. I feel like you're supposed to make a mess.
And this is also a great recipe if you accidentally buy a watermelon that isn't that sweet, because you're adding things to it that bring that sweetness out.
Sure.
It tastes great right away. It'll break down a little bit overnight and get a little bit more liquidy, so I'd try and serve it same day, maybe a couple hours after you make it. But there's only 35 calories per serving.
Wow.
Serve it with some whole grain tortilla chips there.
All right, let's try. We got to do the taste test.
Yeah.
I was like,
Give it a taste.
go right ahead. I've been waiting for a chip.
Yeah. Before
And
the
the
interview
scoops
started.
work good because you can, if you have bigger chunks, you can grab a nice full bite there.
I don't want to get any onion. Okay, let's try.
You guys.
Good?
Fresh.
Super fresh. With the heat coming up, it'll be perfect.
This is so good. I've never really been a big fan of watermelon or tomato, but
Oh, good. I've
this
changed
hits the spot.
I'm gonna say
things up.
All together, it tastes pretty
Oh,
good.
great.
Not gonna lie to you.
Wow.
All right. Very good. Well, Ashley, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Super easy, healthy recipe for you guys at home, especially in the hot weather. We'll make sure to post the full recipe on our website for you. That's CIProud.com.